Hello everyone, welcome to this episode of third person series. In previous episode I showed you how to create this weapon pickup and sheath and swap system, but still when I pick up one of 200 weapons like this rifle, my character doesn't go in a correct weapon holding position, and in this episode I'm going to fix it. Alright, here I have downloaded this rifle idle animation from Mixamo, and don't worry, I put the download link of this animation asset in the comments section, first comment. Okay, now I'm going to open my animation blueprint here, animations folder abp_many. Okay, as you can see in previous episodes I created this layer blend per bone for swapping animation, and now I'm going to save all of these nodes into a cache. So I disconnect it, and here's drag node and search for save new save cached pose, and I name it, for example, default 2. Alright, now here I find some free space and search for default 2, this cache. Alright, and also I create a duplicate of this layer blend per bone node and place it here and connect this cache to base pose. And here I get my rifle idle animation, which is this one. Okay, and after that I drag a node and search for default slot, and now I connect them to blend pose 0, and I'm going to use spine 3 instead of spine 1. I duplicated this from here, this one. I used spine _01 for blending in swapping animation, but this time I prefer to use spine 03. Okay, now here I right click and search for blend poses by bool. Alright, now here I connect this output to true pose, and for false pose I simply use this default 2 cache. And here I get my output pose and connect it here, and if I set this to true, as you can see here, my character upper body will uses this rifle idle animation, but I have to set a variable for this input. So here I create a variable in type of boolean, and I name it has rifle. Alright, I compile and set default value to false, and I connect it here. Now I open event graph, and here I have this sequence node. From this execution but before that, here I have my has rifle variable, I drag and drop it and get the setter of this variable, and now I connect this execution of sequence node to my has rifle variable. Alright, now I get my third person BP reference, which is a reference to my character blueprint. Now I drag a node and get weapon system component. Okay, if you remember in previous episodes, inside this weapon system component I have two boolean variables. One of them is rifle equipped and another one is handgun equipped, and they will be true if my character, for example, equips a two-handed weapon like a rifle. And here now I'm going to use this rifle equipped boolean variable. So here from my weapon system component I drag a node and search for rifle equipped and connect it to here. Now I compile, and if I run the game, for example, if I pick up this handgun, nothing happens. My character uses this normal pose, but if I pick up a handgun, it will use rifle idle pose. But still there is a problem. As you can see, my character doesn't hold this weapon properly, and now I'm going to fix it. Okay, now I open my character mesh and just simply make some changes in my transform of in-hand socket. Okay, it is my character, and here alright, inside asset browser I search for rifle idle. As I stop this timeline, and here I search for my in-hand socket. Okay, now I turn off this option to avoid this snapping. Okay, I turn it off. Okay, and now I think it's placed correctly. Now I save and run the game. Alright, and now as you can see, when I pick up a two-handed weapon, this upper body pose will work perfectly, and if I press H, I can use this sheet and swap animation. Alright, if this tutorial was useful for you, please like this video and subscribe my channel. Thank you.